Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer not just for the Giants, but for the entire NFC East and maybe even the NFL landscape in the coming years. Rumors are swirling about a potential trade that could shake things up in a big way, specifically involving Ja'Marr Chase, the explosive wide receiver from the Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, you heard that right. Chase, who's been making waves at LSU and has become one of the most feared receivers in the league, might be heading to the Big Apple. And if this happens, it could mean a whole new chapter for the Giants' offense and their Super Bowl aspirations. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Is this really happening? Well, according to insider sources close to the AFC North, the Bengals are actively exploring options to move Chase, potentially in exchange for first-round picks and a promising edge prospect. The Bengals, sitting at a disappointing 6-7 record, are feeling the heat. Their defense has been leaking points, an average of 26 points per game, and with a cap situation that's tight, they're looking at a major rebuild, especially in the secondary. Moving Chase could free up around $27 million in cap space, which they plan to reinvest in bolstering their defensive line and secondary, areas that have proven to be their Achilles heel this season. For the Giants, bringing in Chase would be like hitting the jackpot. Imagine the scene. Jackson Dart, their rookie quarterback, finally getting a true weapon that can stretch the field and make defenses pay deep. Chase's skill set. It's explosive, dynamic, and precise. He's a route runner who can turn any play into a big gain, and he's shown that he can dominate contested catches with a 60% catch rate in tight coverage. His ability to create separation, especially on deep routes, would be a massive boost for the Giants' offense, which has struggled to generate consistent explosive plays this season. Chase's numbers, they speak volumes. In 2025, he's compiled 82 receptions for over 120 yards, averaging a stellar 13.7 yards per catch, and has scored 10 touchdowns in just 13 games. His overall PFF grade, an impressive 91.6, ranking him among the league's top wideouts. His yards per route run sits at 2.5, placing him in the top 3 in the league, and his contested catch percentage is solid at 60%. He's a true yards after catch nightmare with over 500 yards YAC in his career so far. His recent performance, Week 4 against the Ravens, he exploded for 11 receptions and 158 yards, forcing 8 missed tackles and showing he can be a difference maker at any moment. Of course, no player is perfect. Chase has had a couple of injury concerns, including a shoulder injury in Week 7 that saw him play 95% of the snaps, but his durability has generally been good. Standing at 60 and weighing around 201 pounds, Chase compares favorably to some of the league's most explosive receivers like Tyreek Hill, with a similar ability to turn short routes into big gains. His overall impact on the Bengals' offense has been significant, adding over 230 yards in total for them in 2024, and his presence would be a game changer for any team looking to elevate their passing game. Now, why would the Bengals even consider trading Chase? Well, their cap situation is tight, with about $16 million in space and a roster that's been plagued by injuries, especially along the offensive line. They're also looking at their long-term window with Joe Burrow, who's been slumping a bit this season with 20 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. The Bengals are feeling the pressure to rebuild their defense, which ranks 23rd in DVOA, and they're eyeing a future where they can retool their roster around Burrow and Chase, if they keep him. But with Chase's current contract averaging around $35 million a year, they might be looking to move him before the price tag gets even higher, especially if his stock continues to rise. For the Giants, this potential trade isn't just about adding another receiver. It's about transforming their offense into a true threat, something they've been desperately trying to do all season. Right now, the Giants sit at 2-11, with their passing game ranking 28th in the league, barely gaining 900 yards through the air all season. Adding Chase would immediately boost their yardage, projected at around 300 yards if he joins, and give their offense a much-needed spark. With Dart throwing to him, the chemistry could develop quickly, especially considering Dart's ability to push the ball downfield, evidenced by his 800 yards and 15 touchdowns this season. From a strategic standpoint, the Giants could see a significant upgrade in their offensive efficiency, especially on third downs. Currently, they convert about 33% of third downs, but with Chase on the field, that number could easily jump to 48%, opening up more opportunities for big plays. The addition of a player like Chase would also force defenses to respect the deep threat, which could open up running lanes for Saquon Barkley and rookie RBs like Devin Singletary, who has already accumulated 900 rushing yards this season. This could lead to a more balanced attack, giving Dart more options and reducing the pressure on him to carry the entire offense. Defensively, the Giants are average, giving up around 28 points per game, but with the offense improving and more explosive plays generated, the team's overall balance would become more sustainable. Chase's arrival would mirror the impact of other significant trades in NFL history, like the trade for A.J. Brown in 2022, that instantly boosted a team's offensive production and confidence. Chase's presence could elevate the Giants' offense from a struggling unit to a dangerous, unpredictable force capable of competing with anyone in the league. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade could be a pivot point for Big Blue. If Chase joins the Giants, it signals a clear intention to contend sooner rather than later, perhaps even aiming for a deep playoff run in 2027. The odds for the Giants to reach the Super Bowl could move dramatically, initially at plus 15-0, but possibly improving to plus 5-0 if the move materializes. It's a bold move, yes, but one that could define the franchise's future, turning what's been a rebuild into a fast track to contention. And let's not forget the NFL landscape. Teams are always looking for that one difference maker, that X factor that can swing games and elevate the entire team. Chase, with his elite grade of 91.6 and his ability to make explosive plays, fits that description perfectly. His addition would certainly turn heads and send a message to the rest of the league. The Giants are serious about competing, and they're willing to make bold moves to do so. The NFC East is tough, but with a weapon like Chase, the Giants could challenge the Eagles and Cowboys more directly, especially if they manage to develop chemistry quickly and make the most of their new offensive firepower. Now, I want to be clear. This is all speculation for now, but it's grounded in the reality of NFL roster moves and the current state of both teams. If the Giants manage to land Chase, it would be a statement move, a signal that Big Blue is ready to shake things up and aim for the top. It's a strategic gamble, sure, but one that could pay off big time. The NFL is a league of momentum, and adding a player of Chase's caliber could spark a renaissance for the Giants, setting them on a trajectory toward their next Super Bowl appearance. So what do you think, Giants fans? Are you excited about the possibility of Chase donning the blue and white? Do you believe this could be the missing piece to finally turn the team into serious contenders? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions are what make this community great. And remember, I'll be back soon with even more updates, rumors, and analysis on your beloved New York Giants. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep dreaming of that next Lombardi trophy. Because with moves like this on the horizon, the future's looking brighter than ever for Big Blue. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the New York Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news.